Hello everyone. This is your lovely Podate. This is your lovely referee. Saleten sucks, so he cannot be here, and today I'm going to be the ref between Avenger and Rajaa. Um, so the first tag that they're going to take out is going to be a serious one. So yeah, let's check out who is going to get what. And we're going to have some interesting PvP Paragalaxy, lovely PG games. PvP is lovely, of course. Memes. Jokes aside, let's check out who is going to get what. Already done. Okay, so I'm assuming Avenger you can orbit land, and then Rajaa can take the turn. He has some nice juicy ships. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Rajaa still in the star base. He's going to take out the ship now. Oh, alright. I'm not quite sure if this is some sort of agreement between them or just some blind pickup. So we're going to see their first PvP right now. Oh, Avenger 84 HP. You should consider healing yourself. Or Avenger can start with 84 HP minus 16, so that Rajaa can say he won just because of that. Memes. Ready when you are. Avenger, you are. Okay, he finally figured out he's not full HP. Memes. Right, so we're going to wait around 3 seconds until his RD is back, so regular RD, right? Yeah. Oh, he has no fan drone? Okay, so I guess this is some kind of an agreement between them, since I don't see the fan drone either from Rajaa. Yep. So I'm going to play out nice in as a spectator in the slate. I can just check out where they're going. They cannot escape from me. I can leap like that. Leap is OP, you know. I also got to be careful with mines. Better at Avengers body list. I turn music hack. Alright, now it's better. I can just place out mines. Well, ready. They're making the counters, okay. So we're going to check out some nice PvP between Rajaa and Avenger series tech. First is Mist versus Mist. Rajaa has a nice start with Vision Drone. Avenger starts up with Prot. Rajaa uses Prot as well after that. That orbital strike was that hard builder. Very low HP. Taken out from it. Okay, both using spammers. Yep, Paragalaxy PvP. Love PvPs. Okay, Avengers taking casualties. His Prot is almost out. The tech. Ow, that's dumb. Okay. Pretty much both. Okay, Rajaa using Afterburner, Avenger using Afterburner. Avenger is RD, okay, Rajaa is gonna waste his RD. Okay, that's tactical, nice. We've got a new visitor, that is Ben. lag. Now Avenger is going to take back the CDs. He's going to wait for his second prot, and his orbital strike should be back by now. So yeah. Also the memes, I should be gone by now. I mean, I need to go real soon, so memes. Okay, Prat over Prat, orbital on his protector. So I'm countering Afterburner from Rajaa, which is now going to be useless against his Avenger orbital. Raja's taking out the division point. Okay, nice. Here is kinda low. He's going to raise his RD and he's going to make use of it. Rajaa. Oh! Oh! Nice plays from both. Dam over Dam. But Rajaa is in pretty decent advantage now. He's having RD. Yeah, good usage of RD. Rajaa is now Afterburner. Well, it came now. Avenger kinda low. Oh, nice orbital strike, and that's it. I think it's the GG for Rajaa. 1-0 for Rajaa. And yeah, I'm going to make out and call Salad, and maybe he's going to ref against them and check out their last PvPs, cause I have an emergency and I need to go, so I'm sorry for that.
Hello everyone, I will be taking over the rest of the commentary because Hekate sucks and pretends to have a life or something, I don't know. Pirate Galaxy is more important than IRL interactions in my opinion. So I have been informed that the current score is 1-0 favoring Rajaa, and Avenger has chosen Antares for the next system, bringing out a Shocky boy. Let me take a quick look at the current statistics. Yeah, so this is Rajaa from rank 21 challenging Avenger from rank 20. It would seem. Let me verify that. Yeah. So we're only fighting for one spot. But still, of course, you know, that is one spot closer to being the king. So everything counts. Everything counts. And yeah, Avenger already on the surface in a Shocky Boy. Let's see what Rajaa wants to bring out against it. I'm expecting him to go for a shock as well. Rajaa likes his shock ships quite a bit. Yeah, there it is. Let's take a look at also playing Speed Division, so I think these guys have agreed to balance their drones. I do think Rajaa has better drones available, but yeah. Rajaa. So I think Rajaa balancing the drones to make it a little bit more fair. Let's take a look at the tech here. Strong. This is pretty much what you'd expect. He has balanced actuator and stun. Oh, we're already off. Quick. Rajaa with a long repair droid, strong actuator, and a long stun. Okay, so let's see how this goes. If the long tech beats the strong, beats the balanced, I should say. Avenger just throws the stun out. Yeah, it's a balanced one. So Rajaa using an afterburner and popping the actuator already. Actuator into stun. Avenger also used this actuator. This is a bigger loss for the strong actuator, I think, but it doesn't matter that much. The stun should end right about now. And now Avenger's still stunned. It's only a long stun, but long stun actually still slows you down quite a bit. So Rajaa should be able to... Rajaa still puts the RD first. That's actually quite interesting. He has a long RD, of course. So his RD will last longer, but yeah, Avenger's managing to time that out quite late, so let's see, it's mostly gonna come down to the blasters here, but Avenger... Nah, it's a strong actuator. They should get their stuns pretty much at the same time. But this might just come down to the blaster hits, and I think Rajaa's long RD is gonna give him the edge here. Avenger tries to AB out. He does get out of range, so he wins a bit of time. I'm not sure if he's gonna get an item up in time though. Let's see if he gets either the RD or the stun. Doesn't look like it, so Rajaa just finishing that. Long RD definitely the preferred choice when it comes to a shock v shock. Not sure if Rajaa specifically put that in order to counter the shock, or if this is his general preferred loadout, but yeah, long RD definitely better if your enemy doesn't have a lot of firepower. Shocks obviously don't really have that. So yeah, decisive victory for Rajaa, now leading 2-0 in the series. And let's see what Avenger's gonna pick to turn this around. Avenger goes for Vega, so definitely trying to dodge the RDX systems here. I think Rajaa has more RDXs than Avenger. Let me check that before I make claims that aren't true. Spaceships. Yeah, he doesn't have that many RDXs. It seems like they are... You never know how many configurations he has, like this Hunter and this Chrome could be there for all the systems, but he doesn't want to play them, or he might just not have them in different systems, only in TC. So we'll have to take a look, and yeah, deep recurrent tech implies that he's hasn't played the game for extremely long. Yeah, 2 months total playtime. So yeah, Avenger just trying to dodge the RDXs to avoid giving Rajaa an advantage, and we'll see what these people bring out in Vega. Vega, all ships are viable, is my belief. The Engineer counters the Shock quite well. The Tank counters the Engineer, the Storm counters both the Engineer and the Tank, and the Shock counters the Storm, so it's a bit of rock, paper, scissors, but let's see what these people bring out, if they trust their Shock skills, or if someone's gonna throw an Engineer out or a Storm. We'll see. A lot of mental gymnastics here to try to figure out what ship your opponent's gonna go and what ship you want to use to try to counter that. So let's see. I'm very curious what these people decide on. Any second now. It seems like they're using a lot of brain cells to think about this decision. And we don't have a time limit or anything, so you know, it's all fair. So Avenger bringing out a Shock here. Did I miss Rajaa's ship? No. Good. Avenger brings out a Shock. Let's see what tech he has on it. Again, the balanced. Favoring the balanced actuator and stun. I mean, he has a gold stun, so he might not have a different version. But yeah, let's see what Rajaa brings out. If he's gonna go for an NG to try to make a counterplay, or what the decision is going to be. Rajaa might just go for a Shock as well. As I said, Rajaa does like his Shock ships, I think, as far as I've seen him play. So let's see. Let's see. So let's see. Come on, Rajaa, you're killing me here. Let's see. No? Avengers goes back into hangar. That's interesting. If it's for a tech change, then I'll allow it, but he's not allowed to go to a different ship now. Because that would be mighty suspicious. So let's see what he brings out. Yeah, okay, he brings out the same ship, he just... I don't even see what he changed. Might have been the armor or something, I don't know. I didn't see what he changed there, so... I'm going to assume that there's no unfair play at hand here. Let me verify that they both have the same armor. Yeah, they're both on bulwark. I don't know. He might have had to remove some armor, I don't know. But let's see. Rajaa leading the series 2-0. Let's get into this. I think Rajaa waiting for landing protection. Red Avenger. You do need to be red before you start the PvP, obviously. There we go. And we're off. Another stun v stun. So let's see if this goes the same as the last round. Rajaa, this time playing the exact same technology, so Rajaa definitely trying to balance this out, good sportsmanship. Avengers with the first stun. Rajaa immediately throws the actuator. Avenger throws it slightly later. I don't think this fight is gonna go long enough for it to matter, but we'll take a look. Rajaa does have the balanced early right, yeah. So identical tech this time, and Avenger seems to get the better hits. Both chasing now, both putting RD at pretty much the same time. This is just coming down to hits at this point. Avenger's missing a blaster, that's very unfortunate. We'll see who Lady Luck favors today. Both players just running into each other. HP looks similar. Avengers kind of behind on the blaster tempo, and it looks like Rajaa, yeah, slightly luckier there with the blaster RNG. That's really what that fight came down to, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, stuns were at pretty much the same time, actuators at the same time as RDs at the same time. That was pure luck, as Rajaa says as well. But yeah, this pure luck fight. But that happens. So Rajaa leading 3-0, and Avengers goes back to Siri. So from Vega all the way to Siri, and nothing in between. Let's see what ships they bring out. I'm quite curious. Now, I've been informed that they played Mist v Mist in the first round. Some of you may know I'm a huge fan of the Mist, so I hope that at least one of them is going to bring them out again. So let's see, I'm not sure what ships people have available. Rajaa, I believe, has... Oh, I can just take a look here real quick. I'm gonna assume he doesn't have any configurations, because that would be cheating. So he has a Mist, he has an unarmored Punisher, this is Thermal. A Black Granite, a Marlstone. Unacceptable, I'm the only person who should be allowed to play Marlstone. Disruptor and a Barrack Nice, and I think I know for a fact he also has a Hunter. I'm not sure what else he has. I believe he has a CC configuration, but I'm not sure about that. Or an M configuration. One of the two. He has something. And Avengers brings out a Mist. Not sure if he had other choices or if this is just what he... Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have configuration, so... Looks like it's gonna be the Mist here. He does have very good tech on it. This is like what you want on a Mist. The Afterburner could be strong and the Blaster could be strong, but Strong Blaster doesn't matter that much on a Mist. None of your other items have like low cooldowns. So weaving is not as relevant, weaving items in between the Strong Blasters. But let's see what Rajaa wants to bring out. Against this, he said something on wanting to try something out, and I'm gonna gamble that he's gonna bring out a Punisher. Just a wild guess, because I think he's trying to match the ship level of Avengers, but I don't think he wants to do another Mist v Mist. Mist v Mist is on the boring side as far as matchups go. Let's see if we can figure this out. He could go Marlstone against Mist as well. It is Marlstone favored, but you can't make too many mistakes in that matchup. I don't see his drones anywhere, so I'm not sure what he's going to bring out. I'm trying to just scan all of the ships. I don't know. But Rajaa definitely has some options here. Let's see what he decides on. He is leading 3-0, so he has space to be quite experimental here. Avenger definitely lacking some ship variety. That's a bit unfortunate, but it's nice to get an opponent that like is willing to match the ship a bit in those cases, so he can get practice in and still show off his skills, even if the ships don't allow him to particularly be really high on the ranking, because it's obviously quite exploitable if your opponent doesn't have ships. But let's see what Rajaa brings out. Definitely putting a lot of time into either his choice or there we go. It is the Punisher. Okay, I was correct. So he's bringing out a Punisher with thermal grade armor against the Mist, and I think the Mist should win this, like quite convincingly. In fact, I don't think the Punisher has the DPS to get through a Mist, and it doesn't have control either. Punisher is quite a slow ship, so it can't really range exploit that effectively, and it just kind of lacks defense. Like the Mist, as long as it stays reasonably on top of the well, it is considered a series ship, so he is allowed. We don't really have a rule that says you're not allowed to use lower tech. Like, as long as you don't use higher tech than the system, as far as I'm concerned, you're allowed to bring a Draconis ship to a series fight. Like, if that's your choice, I don't mind it. So yeah, he's fine. So let's see. Rajaa leading 3-0. I strongly favor Avengers here. Honestly, I think he's just gonna like OS him down, and there's not much Rajaa can do about it. The armor is lacking. Punisher has very high base armor. Let's see how this goes. We're off. Avengers. Yeah, Rajaa puts an actuator right away. It's a long actuator, actually. Interesting. An Avenger trying to stay at a distance. I'm not sure about that. Now he gets in range. Stuns. OSs. Ooh! Yeah. Yeah. That's why you put armor on your ships, people. That's Yeah. Yeah. Three, 3-1. Yeah, I know that Raja is aware of what he's doing. He's just doing some fun, and now he gets to pick the next system. Yeah, I don't think Raja's gonna lose this. He can, like, at any point, he can pick a system where he just has a way better ship than his opponent. Um, so he's just trying to have a bit of fun with it, and, you know, fair play to him. And let's see what he picks for his system now. Score goes to 3-1. Still in favor of Raja. Let's see what the decision is. And Raja goes back to Antares. So not wanting to just leverage his RDX ships onto his opponent again. Fair play to him. Definitely nice to see some good sportsmanship in these contest matches, because that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun. So yeah, what Raja is saying as well, like, he knows he outskills his opponent in this case, both in ships and in PvP experience. So he's just trying to make it a bit more challenging for himself and fair for his opponent. Give a bit of equal chances. So that's really nice. And we'll see what these people bring out. Antares is the chosen system. Last time we had a Shockfish Shock. Let's see if they repeat that, or if someone wants to go for a different choice. Any second now. Let's buy a new spaceship, shall we? While we wait. Meta 1 tank. To this day I don't understand why people buy this ship. It's not good. A lot of people play it though. I don't think this is good. Doesn't look good either. Do yourself a favor, buy Storm. Storm is very good in Draconis. If you're doing the story for the first time. Sniper is good as well, but it's a bit squishier. It's less good for missions. The things I do to cover the time while people are picking ships. Oh, Rajaa says landing, so let's see. Brings out a storm. The tournament storm, in fact. So we'll see. Curious what Avengers gonna bring out if he sticks with his shock. Avengers also goes for a storm, so we get a storm v storm. Good times. I'll go over the tech once we're on the surface. Let's take a look, see if both of them have the same tech or the expected tech. Rajaa, strong, 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 strong. Everything strong, and Avenger, everything strong. There we go. So it's identical tech, which means this is there's a little bit of play to be done here in Storm v Storm, but a lot of it is just gonna come down to the crits and the hits. But there are some mind games with when you put your NPC and you know, do you want to stay at range or do you want to get up close and personal? So definitely some options to be had here. And let's see. Let's see how this goes. Rajaa is still leading 3-1. For those of you who are just skipping to the matches. Can I exit Terrasa? Forgot a drone. Putting drone is fine, just don't switch ship tech. Yeah, if you forget to put something, then it's fine. Like, changing ship or tech is not allowed unless your opponent consents to it. But forgetting a drone, you know, that's understandable. As long as you're not switching it out. Yeah, armor division. Without the speed drone, this is a really difficult match, so. Yeah, he does need that speed run. So yeah, he actually decides to stick with it. So let's focus on the match again, because we are on our way. Avenger versus Rajaa. Rajaa 3-1. Let's get some rockets going. NPCs. Rajaa puts it, Avenger doesn't put it yet, puts it later. So Rajaa gets a better first hit there, and is leading in the HP battle now. Wait, one more blaster? Yeah, he puts the RD. Rajaa puts the RD one blaster later, so that might make the difference. We'll see. Good rocket hit there, but Avenger's slightly lower in HP. Gonna AB out. If he can get another rocket out, he might win. This might actually be a draw if they both get a rocket out. Oh, goes to range. So Rajaa not willing to risk it, and they're both like one blaster away from death. So, yeah, we're stalling out. Let's see. It looks like we're just gonna wait for the RDs to come up and go from there. So yeah, 14% against 9%. Obviously that doesn't matter much because they're both gonna wait for the RDs, it seems. I mean, they could have gambled at rockets here, but you know. Do you want to throw your PvP on a rocket miss? I don't think you do. You know, you'd rather be You'd rather be sure of your win than giving it to RNG. Rajaa goes in, he's gonna pop the RD. Avengers pops the RD as well, so pretty much no difference here. Avenger rockets later. Neither has an RD at this point, neither has an NPC. Ooh, Avengers misses one blaster in that series. So Rajaa is now leading by one blaster's worth of HP, 66% against 52. We'll see what happens. Rajaa doesn't really have a way to get in range, unless if Avenger lets him, and I think we're just gonna wait for the next RDs now. So yeah, this is something that can happen with Storm v Storm, you know, if both players don't want to risk it. I do think Rajaa should be pushing here, because he is ahead in HP, so he is favored. Regardless of the RNG involved, he is favored. He will win more than 50% of the time at this point. But yeah, it seems like we're just gonna stall for the next RD. And let's see. So we're just waiting now, and the next round the NPC should also be back up. An Avenger afterburns in, both put the NPCs, both put rocket at the same time. Ooh, Avenger with an earlier RD here. Yeah, Rajaa significantly later with that RD, but I do think that's gonna strongly favor Rajaa. Yeah, he's 100% now. Avenger's only 50, so again he goes to range. I'm not sure why Rajaa's playing so careful. He keeps being favored in these engagements. Throws the AB out, goes for a rocket trade, and I think he's now gonna try to finish it. And oh, it gets really close. 12% again. Yeah, Avenger gets a really good hit, and we are back to where we started. 12% against 7%. I do think no, it was 9% before. So yeah, like if this keeps going, we could actually, against all of the odds, reach the timer. PvP is restricted to, you know, a specific duration. Otherwise it does get forced to a draw, but let's see, like, I do think these people are gonna keep engaging. That is actually required. By the rules, you're not allowed to run if there's no discernible reason for it, so Rajaa goes back in. Oh, that's well played. Yeah, okay. So he also puts the RD, and we're just gonna wait for the entire cooldown now. So Rajaa, what he was trying to do here was like bait the RD and then re-engage slightly later, so he gets the RD, you know, a few seconds later than his opponent, and that's a big advantage. But Avenger notices that and just backs out of range. And Rajaa has no way to engage now, and now the cooldowns are pretty much synced up. Avengers gets his RD slightly faster, it shouldn't make a difference here. And we get the items, and let's see what we go for. Neither side has RD at the moment. So this is just crit racing. 46% against 40%, 24, 20. Rajaa gets the win here. Yeah. So Rajaa gets the slightly better hits. I do think he like snuck a blaster, so like managed to weave out of range. So that Avenger couldn't get a blaster in. He was leading by one blaster at the end there, neither side missed. So that's a neat little like execution trick that he pulled off. And yeah, I fully agree with Rajaa. This was a really a pretty interesting, pretty high level PvP. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.